Today we move on to the 2021 season previews now with the Ottawa Senators, a team who's got a pretty bright future when you look at it. They got some young core coming in. They got some really young guys moving into this team. They traded away some old guys. They let some old guys go. And really, in honesty, this whole rebuild has been very interesting, especially with their interesting owner, Eugene Melnyk. So let's get into what can happen for the Ottawa Senators in the 2020-2021 NHL season from my perspective. First off, if you are new to the channel, hey, welcome, I'm glad you're here. And also, if you haven't already, please go subscribe down below. That would mean a heck of a lot to me as well. We're really trying to gain as much subscribers as possible. We really are, in all honesty. We're gaining a lot every single day. It's getting pretty exciting to talk about hockey. It's getting even more exciting since I have this new shelf to display all my new jerseys. I will change these jerseys reoccurringly throughout each video, so you will see different ones up here. I do it every single time. And yeah, I'll also be organizing the pennants tonight. So tomorrow with the Flyers and Penguins previews, you'll see that as well. And yeah, I also like to apologize for this not getting out at the recorded date it's supposed to come out. We had audio issues. There's stuff going on outside. And my parents were working on the outside room there. And they were using like woodcutters and drills and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I can't make a video on this. I can't make a video in this type of weather. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to delay it until probably like 6 o'clock. And then we'd be chilling. So yeah, I apologize for that. But anyways, let's get on to what happened last season for the Ottawa Senators, which in really honesty, it was better than 2018-19, but not by much. So last season for the Ottawa Senators was above all an interesting season. So last season, they played 71 games in a shortened season, had 25 wins, 34 losses, and 12 overtimes, and that was the end of it. 30th in the NHL. They missed the playoffs for the third straight season. No really big surprise there, in all honesty. You know, this team has gone through so much. Erik Karlsson got traded off. Hoffman got traded off. A few other people got traded off. A lot of people were getting traded. And, it was really, in all honesty, just a sad time for the Senators. And, they head into 2018-19. They lose everyone. They lost all the key players on their team. They lost Mark Stone. They lost all those guys. And you're still losing people. So, it stinks. A lot of their core team from back in that 2017 Cup run is gone, and that's unfortunate to say, in all honesty. But it happened. It's unfortunate, but yeah, the Senators are into a new era. And in all honesty, Pierre Dorion, I don't know why they rank him so low. He's made some pretty good moves. I would be pretty proud of these moves if I were a Ottawa Senators fan. So yeah, I would definitely be proud of these. They're very, very good moves to acquire. So these guys are going to really help out the team. And the guys that they lost, although they sting in some areas, they honestly had to go. Now, the key approach list and the key arrivals list is huge. There's so much stuff here that it's just ridiculously massive. So starting off in the key approach list, you start off with Anders Nilsson, the most recent Ottawa Senator to leave the team. No surprise there. He was a goaltender going to Tampa and in that cap dump trade for Tampa. Marian Gaborik as well. He left as well. He was on LTIR, so it really wasn't that big of a deal. Mark Borowiecki, that may sting in some areas. Borowiecki was a great defenseman, pretty underrated for the Senators, not gonna lie. And he got to Nashville, so I'm pretty excited to see what he'll do there. Bobby Ryan, that stings to see. Bobby Ryan, his story there was great, but really was just time to move on from him. His contract was big, and they just got to get him off of there. Craig Anderson, that's gonna hurt as well. Anderson has been bad for the past 2 years. So it really doesn't surprise me that he was off there too. Anthony Duclair, no surprise there. He wanted to go to a team that would win. And finally, Mikhail Bodker, who went to the, I think, KHL, or went to Europe in some areas. So I'm not exactly sure how you want to profile that, but you can take it what you will. But yeah, that was the Senators' key departures. That's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total players that have left the team. And those guys were pretty big guys too. Borowiecki was a great veteran for the team. Bobby Ryan as well, Craig Anderson. Really stinks to lose these guys, but they had to go. And some of these guys didn't even get re-signed by teams. Anderson's on a PTO, took Duclair a while to sign. Teams, it's just sad. It's honestly just sad. But their key arrivals list is probably the biggest out of every team in the NHL right now. And by saying that, I'm not even joking. Like, it's the biggest out of all of them. The key arrivals list for the Ottawa Senators is huge. They got so many good guys who are going to help out the roster in so many areas. And I don't even think they're done. I don't think they're done with making moves. We could see more moves by the Senators and Pierre Dorion in the next couple of days. Although they have hit the cap floor, I think they will definitely try and make more moves. They're not done with their offseason. I think they've pretty much put together a great team here. So, key arrivals list, you have Matt Murray starting off there. Great goaltender, will really help out in the starting position there. Eric Gudbranson. Gudbranson is a solid defender. Evgeny Dadonov is the third guy there. He's going to help out in the goal scoring. Alex Galchenyuk for some depth. Austin Watson also for some depth. Josh Brown for a little bit of depth there too. Paquette will be a solid center for them. Braden Coburn, another good defenseman added to the team. Derek Stepan, another great center added to that lineup, more depth. And then you have Tim Stützle as your final guy. So I just mentioned a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 total guys coming to this team. This team is a whole new team. Well, not a whole new team, but you know what I mean. There's very few guys left. I think there's Logan Brown, Connor Brown, Chris Tierney still on the team, Thomas Chabot. You still have a few guys on there, but this team is bringing in a whole lot of new names. And I'm excited to see what they'll do. And everyone's saying, like, oh, it's the Canadian division, they won't make it. I agree with that, but I think this is the year that they will definitely test out things. They will test out the lineup, see what works out, see how Stützle does in his first year. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch the Senators in the next couple of years. And in all honesty, you could argue them and the Rangers, they have the brightest future. I think the Rangers has the quickest, brighter future, but I think the Senators are definitely going to get up there soon. They have the core, they have the pieces. Everything just needs to go right. Moving on to the projected lineups here, and I look at this and I say to myself, this looks insane. First line left wing, Matthew Tkachuk on that first line, Tim Stützle on that second line, Cedric Paquette on that third line, and then you have Galchenyuk on that fourth line, and then you have Paul and Formenton as your filling guys. On the center side there, you have Colin White, Chris Tierney, Derek Stepan, Logan Brown, Artemi Anisimov, and Josh Norris. So we'll get into that later. Right wing side, Evgeny Dadonov, Connor Brown, Jake Batherson, and Austin Watson. This is Matt. First line, Tkachuk, White, and Dadonov. The center core does leave a little bit to be desired. I don't know if Colin White will necessarily play first line. I think Tierney could even push up there. And if Norris does incredible, I think Norris could even go up there too. But yeah, that first line of Tkachuk and Dadonov will put up the goals for Ottawa, definitely. Tkachuk will definitely bring the physicality and the goals to Ottawa. Second line there, Tim Stützle, Chris Tierney, and Connor Brown. That looks like a great line as well. A lot of depth there in that line as well. I think Stützle can have a good rookie year. Connor Brown, not that bad of a player. Somewhat underrated in some areas. And then Chris Tierney as well. Then you have Paquette, Stepan, and Batherson. So that's basically a whole new line. Paquette, I think, will definitely play good in Ottawa. He didn't play horrible in Tampa. Stepan, a good depth guy. I mean, he didn't really fit in the Arizona pain. But yeah, you know. Why are you yawning? I make that joke every time, but you know what I mean. So, I think Stepan will definitely help on the center core there. And then Batherson as well. Galchenyuk, Logan Brown, and Watson is your fourth line there. I think that will definitely come to change because I think Josh Norris will definitely get a slot there. Now, for the most part, these aren't really in order. I say this every video, but for the most part, these lines aren't really necessarily in order. I have it as projected or like their depth core. So, you know, I'm seeing guys push up. Norris is definitely going to rise. I think that goes without saying. Anisimov may get maybe get a few chances there, but yeah, this team has some decent depth. I think they may need one more offseason to pull in some more guys, and they may even pull in more guys soon. But yeah, this team is definitely going to be somewhere in the next couple of years. I think this is the year where they test out the things and do all that good stuff. So I'd be excited. On to the defense now. They're starting off on the lefty side, though. You have Thomas Chabot, Braden Coburn, and Wolanin. And then you have Brandstrom as the fill-in guy, but I think he will definitely push. Right D side there, you have Nikita Zaitsev, Eric Gudbranson, and Joshua Brown. So there are 3 Browns on the team. That's amazing. I've never seen something like that. But I don't even think they're related, in all honesty. I think Brown and Logan Brown may be related, but I don't think Joshua Brown's in there. Anyways. But yeah, so I look at that defense, and I say Chabot and Zaitsev, that's a good first pairing. Coburn and Gudbranson, that's some good depth pairing there. Wolanin and Joshua Brown, I have a lot of faith in Joshua Brown, to be completely honest with you. I think he will play well. And then you have Eric Brandstrom, who looked pretty promising. Brandstrom looked pretty promising in the minor league for the Belleville Senators. So I think I would be pretty excited for both Josh Norris and Eric Brandstrom, because I think Brandstrom will definitely get some chances. He may start off third pairing. We may see Wolanin swap left and right with Brandstrom, but I think that's definitely interesting. I think even if Brandstrom doesn't make it, he'll definitely be a part of that taxi squad. So I'm pretty interested in this team right now. That defense looks good. They may need to tweak a little things in there, maybe bring in one more good defenseman. But yeah, the defense looks pretty good. They added in some more depth. They added in some more guys to replace the people that left, and then some. But yeah, the thing that I'm most excited about, though, for this team is the goaltending. So the goaltending now for the Ottawa Senators looks insane. Well, it can become insane. Matt Murray is your starting goaltender, Magnus Hogberg as your backup, and Gustafsson as your third guy. So I look at this, and I say, Matt Murray, I think he will get a bounce back in Ottawa. He did not play too bad in Pittsburgh, but to his standards, he did not play good that well. And yeah, I think Matt Murray will definitely bounce back. Hogberg has so much promise. Hogberg showed so much good effort in the games that he played last season for the Senators that I think he may even get a shot at the starting role, to be honest with you. As a Sens fan, well, not really a Sens fan, but you know what I mean. So I'm pretty excited for Hogberg, and I think he will definitely play good as a backup. And then you have Gustafsson as your third guy, who didn't really play too bad either. Honestly, he didn't play bad either on that Ottawa team. So I think that you have three good goaltenders in net. If Gustafsson can stay well, Hogberg can have a good season, and Murray can have a bounce back. So yeah, the goaltending looks great. The defense, you may want to add a little bit more to that, but I think it still looks good. And the offense looks good. And finally now we have the playoff prediction. Do I think the Ottawa Senators will make the 2021 Stanley Cup playoffs? I already answered that question, but no. I don't think they will. I hate to say it, but I don't think they will. With the good offense that they have, with the good defense, with the good goaltending, I wouldn't say that. I think that this team may need 1 year to get everything together and get ready to go for 2021-22. But yeah, I think they are definitely heading in the right direction. They are in a much better spot than they were in 2018, 2019. I think anyone could say yes about that. And the new guys that they acquired, they add some more depth. I think they do want to get more. I think any team will want more. But I think this team does need a little bit more. Maybe on the defensive side of things, but I think Shabbat and Zaitsev may stay solid on that top pairing. But there may be some more changes to come. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below about the Ottawa Senators. If you're a Senators fan, welcome to the channel. And yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, please go do that below. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for my for my favorite team, the Philadelphia Flyers season preview. I've been waiting for this for a long time, and I have it prepared. So yeah, thank y'all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.